guys, welcome to another video. Don't worry, I have my license and registration right here. A lot of YouTubers are quitting lately, and I'm thinking about it too. I'm heavily considering just throwing in the towel because this is a terrible, I shouldn't, never mind. And I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm a sovereign entity in the astral plane or whatever. So if I'm visiting you in your dreams and like rubbing you in the astral plane, that's not actually me. But yes, I will present my identification now, officer. You see, YouTube used to be something that people just did for fun. You just shared your thoughts and, you know, things you thought were interesting, which is what I generally do on my channel. And some of it happens to be drama. But, you know, I still find most of the things that I'm covering interesting in some aspect or not, whether it's people's reactions to it that I find interesting or the content itself. There is something that I find interesting. Aura. Thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. Have you ever Googled yourself and been shocked to see your details on some disgusting public site? I did, and by God, it felt like my privacy was just an open book. But not anymore though, thanks to Aura. Aura is an amazing tool that steps in and helps identify and remove your info from data brokers. Those fuckers that are selling your shit to spammers. Aura does this by submitting opt-out requests on your behalf and makes it really difficult for data brokers to get your identity and sell it. Data brokers make it really hard for you to do this yourself, to opt out yourself. Setting it all up is so simple, and it's more than just data protection, it's also a VPN and an antivirus. Aura is truly an all-in-one shield for online safety. Plus, it's affordable, it's great, I love it. We've been using it for quite a while. I have peace of mind, it's incredible, I can focus on my life and not scammers. Make a choice and use Aura. Click the link in the description, go to aura.com/oompa to take control of your online privacy today. You get a 2-week free trial, by the way, if you click my link or go to aura.com/oompa. Oompa. O-O-M-P-A. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. Full 2-week trial, and also it supports the channel, so just do it. Just click the fucking link. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now, some people have been going at this for decades. Over a decade. YouTube has been around since 2005, 6, right in there. And there are content creators that have been posting since then. And people get tired, and they grow up. They move on. They change. Their audience grows up. They get less views, whatever it may be. There's a lot of reasons that people sort of move on from YouTube. Because at a certain point, you get to the top, or you get to a peak, and then you have to maintain audience expectations, you have to maintain relevancy, you also have to stay profitable, because at the end of the day, it is in fact a business.
This is business.
It's a fun business, but it is a business. I mentioned all these YouTubers were retiring. Who exactly is retiring? Is it anyone that I watch? Is it anyone that you watch? Is it anyone that you watch? What about you there in the back with the big nose? Sorry to single you out like that. I got a very big nose too. Look at this shit. Tom Scott.
I'm in Weldon Spring.
I'm in Yevlak. I'm in the abandoned city of Pripyat.
I'm inside one of the Inchin-down oil tanks.
I'm off to the Arctic for 3 weeks. I'm at platform 9 3/4.
One of the most recognizable and most informational, educative channel on the internet.
0 to 100 kilometers per hour is the standard test for how fast a car accelerates. The Brits call it 0 to 60 miles an hour. An everyday road car with a bit of power can do that in 6 or 7 seconds. A Formula 1 car, about 2 seconds.
He has impressive videos such as this video. This video has however many views it has is what the title of the video is. How the fuck did he do that? I have no idea.
The title of this video won't be exactly right. It only updates every few minutes at most, and besides, YouTube doesn't update its view counts in real time anyway, so don't bother refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. You won't actually be able to see it ticking up second by second. If it's actually 100% spot on, it's a miracle, but if it's close, then the code I've written is still working.
It still works to this day though. 70 million views. I remember that shit came out. That was crazy. I really wanted to do it, and I didn't understand how it worked, and I just wanted to rip him off because my channel was doing really bad, and I hated what I was doing, and he looked like he was having a good fun time. Look at him now. He also sent garlic bread to space.
Because it's delicious, and because someone already sent pizza up in a balloon a few years ago.
There's a video of him flying around in a balloon, and that's hilarious. It's pretty funny.
I noticed you had a sign on the door saying make sure that the door is closed, because the slightest breeze would blow me completely off course.
Seriously though, Tom Scott makes excellent content. He makes videos about things that most people find interesting, and he does it in a very informative and fun way.
Every year, this town, Honiton, in southwest England, has a tradition where they throw hot pennies off balconies down onto waiting crowds who try to catch them. Ow!
He also has a bunch of videos, all of which required a ton of effort to make. Over 730 videos. That's a lot of videos that each hold a bit of knowledge that genuinely teaches you something that you can benefit from. Well, maybe not benefit from, but it definitely entertains you and lets you know something new.
You have to push the right button to turn left, and the left button to turn right. Can I get it to go in the direction I want to? Not right now, but I'm trying. I'm really trying.
So what exactly is Tom doing? Is he quitting? Well, I don't really know. I don't think he's technically quitting, but he's definitely changing everything that he does on the internet. He's been posting since 1999, and the video that he posted on January 1st, 2024 is exactly 10 years since his first upload of his series all the way back in 2014.
The first of them was published exactly 10 years before this one, to the minute, 4 p.m., January the 1st, 2014.
He was uploading almost every single day, and then it slowly turned into one video a week.
The rule I set myself was Monday, 4 p.m., something interesting.
Bro uploaded a video a week, every week, at least, for 10 years. He never broke the streak. That's crazy.
Sometimes a video would be a day or two early or late for one reason or another, but to my own satisfaction, which is ultimately the only thing I'm counting, there's been a video a week for 10 years. I never broke the streak.
He wants to do less and take a break. He doesn't know if he's done for good.
This is my dream job, and I have a lot of fun doing it. I know I'm incredibly lucky, but a dream job is still a job, and it's a job that keeps getting bigger and more complicated, and I am so tired. There's nothing in my life right now except work.
Tom wanted to end the video with him heading off into the sunset and doing something else he always wanted to do, which is being held by a helicopter heading off into the sunset. What a strange way to kick it to end a series. I mean, that's pretty awesome. He's flying! It seems like everyone's quitting. Do you know who MattPat is?
It's been 2 years since Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 released and took the internet by storm. It was everywhere. And so understandably, Chapter 2 was immediately put into production.
He posted this video called Goodbye Internet.
It's not clickbait. On March 9th, I will be hosting my last Theory episode, at which point I will be handing off the channels to someone else.
And this is the one that's definitely hitting the internet the hardest currently. Tom has his own educational sort of thing. Not everyone is in that world. A lot of people like those videos, but less people, I would say, are glued to the screens with Tom than with MattPat. MattPat is a absolute just mega legend meme guy. He's been in memes forever. He has 3 times more followers than Tom Scott, which, you know, that's not really a measure of any sort of success. Just kidding. It's literally a measure of success. You know something funny, actually, is I've never really actually even watched porn ever in my whole life. Bullshit, MattPat!
I've actually never looked at porn.
That's why he's leaving. He's gonna go to watch some porn or something, hopefully, maybe one day. MattPat has spent 13 years of his life uploading game theories to his channels.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Game Theory, gaming's tangential learning experience.
And before that, he was uploading hairspray auditions.
Hello, my name is Matthew Patrick, and this is Without Love from the musical Hairspray. Once I was a selfish fool who never understood. I never looked inside myself.
Monologues.
You wanted me to leave this woman that I have lived with for the last 9 years, who has supported me and grown with me and loved with me and laughed with me and gone through this and 100 other types of bullshit.
But game theories are what he's been passionate about for the last decade.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's hopping mad for indie horror.
That's what's grown his audience, full of passionate people who love him and stuff. And like I mentioned, the formula has resonated with so many people that he's been able to expand to every facet of pop culture. Film theorists, food theorists, GT Live, whatever that is, style theorists, whatever the fuck. He has 2 million subscribers on style theorists.
It is the year where we launched Style Theory and immediately put our foothold in a brand new space, and that took off, and now we're one of the top style and fashion channels on YouTube.
Who's watching this stuff?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Style Theory, the show that nails it every single episode.
Maybe you watch him, maybe you don't, but you've undoubtedly heard him. You've undoubtedly seen a meme of him. You know who this guy is if you're on the internet. And if you don't know who he is, comment down below and really give me an earful. All right, I need to be taught a lesson. So exactly how, why, and when is MattPat leaving YouTube for us? By the way, video's #1 on trending for days now. In his goodbye video, he announced that on March 9th, he will host his last ever theory video and that he's handing the channel off to someone else.
On March 9th, I will be hosting my last Theory episode, at which point I will be handing off the channels to someone else.
Game theories will still be around, but MattPat is gone. The video got an insane amount of views, 100,000 in 10 minutes, which is ridiculous, or 140,000 in 9 minutes or some shit. He cries in the video, he gets super emotional and all these, you know, he pulls the heartstrings of the populace.
I value what we have here. I value this conversation, this openness, this relationship that we share.
Hearts and minds, MattPat. After he cries, his audience talks about how they're crying. He's a lot of people's comfort YouTuber. I really don't know what that is. If I'm your comfort YouTuber, you probably should go seek therapy or some kind of professional help. He opens by cracking a little joke and says everyone can thank Tom Scott for this because he did his, video going away, leaving YouTube, etc.
Why am I doing this now? Why am I making this announcement today? Why am I walking away from the channels? Well, to be honest, it was Tom Scott.
But in reality, he's doing this for a few really important reasons that he explains.
For as much as I love you, and I love overthinking things, and I love theorizing, I don't love late nights. I don't love the fact that Steph and I have been work first for over a decade, where I'm sitting down at dinner with my best friend, and we're talking about business logistics, or we're talking about animatronic toes.
He also wants to be able to enjoy a game without thinking about how it would be a video, which that makes a lot of sense to me.
I miss the days where I could just sit down on the couch with her and play video games, and it's not for content. Or I'm playing a game and I'm not thinking about what theories are gonna come out of that. I miss it.
I quit making gaming content specifically because I just felt like recording gaming content makes gaming not fun. And I've been playing a lot of games the last year or two ever since I stopped doing gaming content because it's now fun again. Probably least importantly, he wants to be able to spend more time with his son or something like that.
My life has changed in the last 13 years. I mentioned Dolly before. He's the coolest little dude, and he's getting older by the minute. And I watch him, and he is so much fun, and he is so much smarter than I was when I was his age. He also probably knows the FNAF lore better than I do, which is a problem that I should probably address at some point. But honestly, I want to be able to spend more time with him.
I'm just kidding, by the way. That's number one, pinnacle of most importance. But he wants it's perfectly reasonable. I was trying to make a joke. He does clarify that he's not entirely quitting the Theory channels. He's just stepping back from his role as the host of the Theory channels. So he's just allowing room in his life for his family, and it just makes sense.
And that just kind of leaves us with one final question, right? Which is, what about me? Where do I go? Do I just retire to a beach somewhere? Do I whip a nene off into the distance? No. I'll still be here.
Sorry, but it's like he's quitting. Everyone's quitting. It seems like everyone's quitting, but then they're actually not.
My reasons for making this announcement today is probably largely the same as Tom's reasons, or Seth Everman's, or CaptainSparklez, or Papa Meat's, or Stampy Longhead's.
It feels upsetting, so I think I'm gonna actually quit, just to really throw a wrench in this whole thing. People grow, they mature, their creative passions grow, and their creative passions mature. Bro doesn't want to talk about FNAF forever. This guy Lee's gonna be taking over Film Theory. I've never heard of him.
So for instance, you have Lee, right? Lee's gonna be taking over Film Theory, and Lee has been with us for 10 years.
Amy's gonna be taking over Style Theory. Never heard of her.
And then, of course, you have Amy over on Style Theory. And Amy is actually a very different case here. When she first approached us, I think it was 6 years ago, she didn't know about the channels. All she knew was that she wanted to learn everything that she could about digital video, and that Theorist was kind of the place that you went to learn that stuff.
Santi's going to be taking over Food Theory, and Tom will be taking over Game Theory. Never heard of any of them, to be honest, and, I'm just being rude. I have heard of all of them, and they're all very talented people.
And then, of course, you have Santi and Tom. Santi over on Food Theory, and Tom over here on Game Theory. And interestingly enough, they both grew up watching Game Theory. We were their childhood show, which, to be fair, just shows how old we are.
These two people stepping down or leaving or whatever they've really done has led to a lot of people questioning why now of all times? Why are creators quitting of all times? To me, it just seems like sort of the natural progression of things. People step down all the time. It just, and it's the new year. A lot of people kind of started at the same time. It just sort of makes sense. It gets fucking old. Who the fuck wants to do the same thing over and 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 over again? Ludwig posted a Mogul Mail about it and had some pretty interesting thoughts.
Today's a sad day on YouTube because we're saying goodbye to one of the GOATs. You've definitely heard the news by now, but MattPat has announced his retirement from the Game Theorists.
He mentions Germa talking about retiring in his streams, which isn't a real retirement. It's just him reducing the frequency by which he streams to focus on other things in life. Same as Tom Scott, same as MattPat.
Being a streamer is going to turn into a hobby for me while I work on other stuff, other things in my life, obviously like off-brand.
And there's been 2 Germa clips posted about that, which is massive because I love Germa. In Ludwig's Mogul Mail video, he says that when something sticks and works, you replicate it. You build up an audience and you replicate it so people know what to expect from you. It's how algorithms work. Audiences are just algorithms, etc., etc., etc.
When something sticks, you do it. You repeat it, and you do it on a regular cadence so that people know to come to expect it and will show up to watch it. You build a base of viewers, yada, yada, yada. And you still got to innovate. You got to change throughout the times. Viewers will get old, stop watching YouTube. You need to appeal to new viewers. But but that's the idea.
Making content is really weird and stressful, and it doesn't allow for much to be done outside of the scope of what people have come to expect from you. For example, I used to have a gaming channel. My main channel was a gaming channel. When I hit 3 million subscribers, I played games, and I'm almost at 5, and my channel's doing better than ever for some reason. It was reaction for a little while. It was also like fucking weird meme reactions for a while. It basically went from gaming to reactions to commentary, where I'm actually putting a solid amount of effort, and we have a team that does stuff. It's cool, it's fun, these videos are awesome. Luckily, I've been able to pivot into something that's more fun for all of us. The audience hasn't always reacted well. A lot of people are like, oh my god, you fell off. I preferred it when you played Feed and Grow Fish. Really? Come on, no you didn't. Overall though, I think most of the changes that I've made have been well received because I do them genuinely, and people like that. And I think that people are going to feel the same way about Tom Scott's changes, MattPat's changes, and anyone else who is stepping away or pivoting their content. For example, Seth Everman.
I'm gonna spend the next 24 hours scrolling TikTok. So in short, this will be like my average day. This right here is how I'll be suffering for the next day and night. I'm basically allowed to do anything as long as I can see or hear my beloved For You page.
And also MeatCanyon. We'll get to that.
You've been to this island many times before, but you still seem to get lost. I'm not lost. I'm just thinking.
You could also say burnout leads to retirements or whatever they're called, some kind of retirement. Jacksepticeye's editor posted a video about the problem that led to MattPat's burnout and his retirement, whatever it may be called.
The algorithm behind the scenes is making the rules and making sure that the machine is still running. And therein lies the problem with why MattPat got burnt out. Why he's taking a step back to behind the scenes so he can work on game theory, food theory, film theory, all of those projects.
And yeah, that's completely true sentiment. It is absolutely 100% viable and true sentiment. Seth Everman though, okay, incredibly gifted man. He's been making very, very viral videos for a long time, music related content. He only has 77 videos, but nearly 4.5 million subscribers. And back in August, he announced his last days on the internet.
Things on the internet might seem forever, but everything ends. Seth Everman, 100 final days.
He said that when the clock struck midnight on November 27th, he would permanently remove himself from the internet and not post any more videos, no more tweets. He used to tweet a lot and have pretty successful tweets. He wouldn't post on Instagram anymore, and he also wasn't joking. He was promising to completely disconnect.
When the clock strikes midnight, going from November 26th into November 27th, my online presence will cease to exist. No more videos, no more tweets, no more pictures, complete silence.
He gave himself 100 days left on YouTube. 100 days, 100 videos.
November 27th is exactly 100 days from today. 100 days, 100 videos. At least a lot of videos. Unrealistic? Yes.
He did say he knew it was unreasonable, and by the way, he only posted 3 videos. His final video was Stop Asking Why I'm Quitting, and he talked about his reasoning behind the decision. I think that this is probably the only real true example of someone who's genuinely retiring and quitting and stepping away in the way that he is and did, I guess. He says that ever since he first watched Smosh, he wanted to be a YouTuber because of the probability or prospect of him actually being able to be his own boss and have more freedom in his life, etc.
My goal was always to become a YouTuber ever since I saw Smosh in 2006. And the idea was very similar to most people's ideas of success, which is to be my own boss, which in turn would lead to some sort of freedom.
But that was not the reality that he found when he actually did start making a career on YouTube.
It just put me in a constant state of stress and work, and now I'm always at work. My home is work. A vacation should become a vlog. Every TV show I watch and song I hear should be turned into some sort of content. Like, I shouldn't be relaxing right now, I should be making content, and it just isn't possible for me to turn that mindset off.
It's terrible. I mean, it really truly is. The social media thing and the numbers and all that stuff, they just consume every single waking thought you have. He's echoing a lot of the same sentiment that is echoed by everyone else that we've covered in this video. For Seth, he just didn't want to live like that anymore, and he quit YouTube and the internet and tried to get away from the stress that he's placed upon himself.
I feel like everything online is slowly converging towards the boring, bland, gray middle. point where everyone just tries to maximize retention, views, and this metric and that statistic, which just leads everyone to like the same end product, and it's become beyond saturated.
And on the night of November 26th, he began his 6-hour goodbye live stream. He didn't say shit. He had duct tape over his mouth. It was awesome. He had a friend talking for him, and he had pre-recorded segments that played over the 6 hours where he would go back and watch his old content. And in between, it would cut back to him with duct tape on his mouth. It was super weird and funny. The last words he said were, "This is the last you will see of me online."
So this is it. This is my final goodbye. And I want to thank all of you for watching. And I want to thank my parents for always being supportive from the beginning up until today and into the future.
Now Hunter, aka MeatCanyon.
Watch. He turns into the car. Because you know the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, well he's a rapper. Pull up. Whoa! It's the baby!
Hunter, one of the most talented people on YouTube, recently uploaded a video titled "Goodbye for Now." It's not a complete retirement, it's a break.
Hi, I'm MeatCanyon, aka Papa Meat, aka Hunter, whatever. I don't know what I'm calling this video. I was thinking about calling it like goodbye. Things are changing.
And yeah, they thought it was kind of maybe a result of the recent drama. It was a bad sort of time. It's just kind of weird looking for him right in that area, but everything's chill now. People were freaked out though initially, and I was a little worried when I first saw it. I was like, "Argh!" Especially when I saw that it was posted to his main channel and it wasn't one of his cartoons or animations that he normally posts. You know, you've seen some of those videos. They're fucking amazing.
Do I look like a real boy, Papa? You will one day, my little wooden boy.
Talks about how everything he's posting on the channel is in service of something negative.
Everything that I'm making now is in service to something negative. And by that, I mean uploading things every 2 weeks is all good and fun, but I feel like I'm doing it to try to get as many subscribers as I can, to try to make as much money as I can, you know, to keep this business floating up.
Same sort of sentiment we've heard multiple times now. He just was trying to get as many subscribers, views as possible, rather than creating something fulfilling or something that he's passionate about, because truly that stuff does not do well. It's just not the way that YouTube works, especially not when you're an animator and you're making, like, you're putting so much effort and so much work into something that traditionally would be, you know, worth a ton. YouTube just shits all over it, unless it's about Logan Paul or some shit.
Don't focus down there. Here, look back up here. Here, have a prime. Yeah, go ahead and drink that. Yeah, it's smooth, isn't it?
He talks about needing to upload constantly to stay relevant and the difficulty in staying a part of the zeitgeist of creators in order to get respect from peers and kind of stay in that thing that you have to be in for people to care and watch, etc.
I have this like weird fascination that I have to, you know, upload all the time and do all these things to be a part of the creator zeitgeist or culture. Maybe that's how I'll get respect from my peers and everything like that. And it just sucks, honestly. It's fucking terrible.
He talks about the content that he's been making is content that he's not happy to make and hasn't been for a very long time.
If I'm gonna be completely transparent, I have not been very happy making any of these videos for a long time. It doesn't mean that I think that any of the stuff that I make is relatively bad, even though there's some people that say it is. That's hurtful, but I'll take it. You know, it is what it is.
All in all, he doesn't want someone pointing a gun at the back of his head to force him to make something that he doesn't love 100%. He doesn't want to rely on trending topics, etc. Like me, I rely entirely on trending topics. I like it though. I think it's pretty cool. For real though, I've known Hunter for a long time and he's one of my, I would say, best content friends who I've just been, you know, had the massive opportunity and I'm incredibly grateful for having met him. Also can 100% relate to everything he's saying. He's articulate, he's well-spoken, he's incredible. Also, retiring CaptainSparklez.
I'm actually moving. Nope, and now we're going backwards. I think I just reached, nope. Oh.
He's a little bit of a Minecraft YouTuber. You may have heard of him.
You just eat the goddamn watermelon?
He announced his retirement a month ago.
I've started recording this video a few times because no matter how long I've had to think in advance of what I want to say, when it comes to sitting down in front of the camera and formulating the words, it's kind of challenging.
Bro has been on the internet forever. 6,000 videos, 4 billion views. He's been in the game literally forever. One of the OGs of YouTube, and when I actually started caring about YouTube, he was on top. He's retiring from Minecraft gameplay on his main channel after 13 years of posting that content.
So, I'm planning to retire from making Minecraft gameplay videos on this channel. It's been a very long run, over 13 years, which is something I never would have imagined I could say.
His audience has grown up. He doesn't find it to be a repeatable thing anymore, which is completely fair. You have to change your content. I mean, look at this. Who the fuck would play this game? Look at that stupid idiot right there. What an ugly bastard with a dumbass haircut. And just, who is this fucking idiot? Find his channel and harass him. Just kidding, that's me, guys. CaptainSparklez is doing one final Minecraft Let's Play, and his second channel is going to continue how it is. I'm excited to see how this all turns out.
But I did mention a send-off, and that is that the Hardcore All Advancements series I started yesterday will be the final Minecraft series on this channel. So I'm going to see that through until either I die or I complete all the advancements.
He's not quitting YouTube. He's retiring from Minecraft. I want to fucking post a video about me retiring. Shit does well. Joel Haver. Ever heard of him? Joel has been posting on his channel for 11 years, or at least that's his oldest video that is publicly available. Dude has a great sense of humor. I love him.
Good evening, my lady. Might I say you are looking stunning this evening.
Who? Me?
Would you be so kind to give me your hand and join me in a dance?
What would my husband think?
He has a unique approach to animated content.
Is that all you got?
Wait till the boss gets his hands on you.
He's a very talented guy, and he's been keeping up this incredible content for years. He makes short form content every week and then occasionally puts out a feature length project.
Who just closes the door when they enter a room?
I don't know. I thought we were going to be talking, so I didn't want your roommates to be like, ooh.
They're gone. They're on vacation, remember?
Oh, they are?
But still, I've never seen anyone do that. Just close somebody's bedroom door.
Not that weird.
So why are we talking about him? Why is he in this video? He posted a video called It's Been Fun.
Subscribe for weekly short films. For many years now, just about all my videos have ended with this title card. And for many years, that's been the promise, a weekly film that I post on my YouTube.
And that has looped him in with all these other creators who are quitting because he's drastically scaling back the amount of content that he makes. Basically, he makes a lot of content and he's tired of that, and he wants to stick to more feature-length things, less short-form things. He's posted 434 short videos over the last 246 weeks, which is a lot.
And among these 434 films are 12 feature-length films that I've released onto my YouTube channel. Some people know this, some people don't, but I make feature-length films. And amongst them is the work that I'm absolutely the most proud of in this world. Some of them being Pretend That You Love Me, Drowning in Potential, and We Have to Leave Here Together.
In 2024, he plans on stopping short-form content and focusing on feature-length things. He has a goal of posting 12 in 12 months, which is great.
With that said, I've made the incredibly hard choice in 2024 to stop the weekly shorts. For the first time in nearly 5 years, I am bringing them to an end.
Plugs his Patreon because he knows the algorithm is going to punish him, and this isn't what the platform wants, which is exactly true, but it is what he wants, and I wish the best for him, man. I genuinely do. I think it'll be great. So why is all this happening now? Is it burnout? It probably is. It's probably a bit of burnout, people feeling stuck. You can only do the same thing so many times before you eventually go postal. On YouTube, though, you just stop. You can just stop at any time. You can just kind of stop. It's not like a normal job. It is like a normal job in that it requires repetition, but it's not like a normal job in that it's completely voluntary and you can just stop. A lot of people feel sad because they feel like YouTube doesn't care about its creators, a lack of platform support, burnout, a mixture of those two things. It's a decent bit of everything, I think. Plus, demonetization. In order for you to put time into something, it has to be worth your while, or if you have a team that needs to be paid to create content, it has to be worth your while. And YouTube has a history in past of just demonetizing content that should be allowed for monetization, and even manual reviews will double down or fake age or false age restrictions. On top of that, copyright abusers. There's lackluster protection from copyright stuff. Personally, I think it makes sense that a lot of people are feeling this way at the same sort of time and era. It's been a long time. A lot of people were spurred into creating content by specific events. All of us kind of are connected in some way. You know, maybe one person is able to work up enough courage to make a change to better themselves. Say, for example, Seth. They're leaving this hell of social media that manipulates people and sucks people's time away from what actually matters, and they're returning their time to what actually matters, which I completely understand. It's cool. So the new year has come and all these creators are retiring, and it pretty much just gives me more of a chance to succeed. And that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm taking it right now. And I'm going to drink this little bit more Dr. Pepper right here. And I'm going to go cut down a tree.